There's a crease in the corner of the rug, as if it's been folded up recently. Am I really going to look under there? I have to, right? Huh? Something down there is reflecting light from the window. It's a key. This looks like it fits.
Hold it. Don't move. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Good God, what the hell's going on in here? Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Harvey Green. I'm in town for business. I'm staying over at the...
What business?
Books. I sell books. I have a card in my pocket. Can I...
Slowly. What's all this on the wall? What have you been doing?
Nothing. No, I don't know what any of this is.
Bullshit.
It's true. I've been in here for just a few minutes. I've been in town less than a day. Whatever's on that wall, it must have taken weeks.
Let's say I believe you. Why are you in here?
The radio was on. I heard it from outside. I could have sworn a voice on it spoke my name.
Mr. Green, have you been drinking?
No, I swear.
Shame. Guess you're just crazy. Mr. Green, do you have any knowledge of Oswaldo's current whereabouts?
No, Sheriff.
Then I have a missing person on my hands. Listen to me. I don't know what the hell's going on in this room. I do know that if people caught wind, it'd cause a town-wide panic. So you and I are going to make a deal. I let you walk straight back to your hotel, and you tell no one about what you saw. Say a word or skip town, and I personally escort you to a jail cell. Do we understand each other?
Yes, Sheriff.
Good. Now get out of here.
Shit. Breaking into a house? What was I thinking? Am I losing it? No, I swear I heard my name coming from in there. I didn't imagine it. I couldn't have. And even if I did, I couldn't have imagined all that other stuff I saw in there. I can't just sit in here and ignore it. For starters, this is the only interesting thing that's happened in months. Good evening, officer.
Evening, Mr. I don't believe we've met.
My name's Hugo. Victor Hugo. I'm a tourist.
A tourist? Huh. We don't get many of those. Well, welcome to Villa Ventana, Mr. Hugo. Stay out of trouble and all that.
What happened in there?
I'm afraid I can't comment on that, Mr. Hugo. Scene's still under investigation.
As in crime scene?
Well, that's what the sheriff's gonna figure out in the morning. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have said that even.
An enormous creature jumped out at me at the edge of the woods.
Ha! First time in deer country, Mr. Hugo?
This was no deer. It was brown.
Like a deer?
Totally silent.
Like a deer.
You don't understand.
Relax, Mr. Hugo. You're not the first to get spooked. I promise the deer will leave you alone if you give them the same courtesy.
Is it safe for me to be out at this hour?
Are you keeping out of the crosswalk over there?
Yes.
Then you're fine.
What's so dangerous about it?
I wish I knew. Almost every time we're called out, it's because some pedestrian got hit.
Any chance I could take a look inside? I'm something of a...
Aspiring mystery writer?
How did you...
Suspenders.
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hugo. We need to make sure nothing's disturbed. You're just gonna have to use your imagination. Writers are good at that, aren't they?
If that crosswalk's so dangerous, why not remove it?
We submitted a request to City Hall.
Why didn't they do anything?
They did. They put up the sign.
Officer, I think I hear screaming. Someone needs help.
I do appreciate your concern, Mr. Hugo, but I don't hear a thing.
It's faint, but I'm sure it's there. Listen again.
Mr. Hugo, I think you could use a couple more hours of sleep, huh?
You sure I can't peek in there for just a second?
I'm sure, Mr. Hugo. Sheriff's orders.
Are you really not hearing the screaming? It sounds like it's coming from 1 block over.
Please don't take this the wrong way, Mr. Hugo, but our town does have a world-famous psychiatric sanatorium.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, Mr. Hugo. Nothing at all. Stay safe.
This should look like the real deal to that cop. Here goes nothing. Shit, that wasn't supposed... Oh, God, what have I know this man. From my...
Oh, good Lord! Did you see what happened, Mr. Hugo?
I didn't. I heard a crash, and,
This damn crosswalk! Sign's useless! Get back to your hotel, Mr. Hugo. I'll call an ambulance.
Yes, officer. If I keep it, the radio should still be in that desk. Time to take a look. Who locks a running radio inside their desk? There it is. And it's turned off? How? Whatever, I need to find that station.
No light, no shadows, Oswaldo. No light, no shadows. No light, no shadows. No light, no...
Coming up next. You are next.
No, it's happening. I have to warn Lena.
What did I just... That was him. He was right in front of me, and that thing just took him. What did you find, Oswaldo? Oswaldo's diary. There's several references to a Lena. Must be the same Lena he mentioned in that vision. Wherever she is, I have to find her. I imagine it'll be easier than finding Oswaldo. No wonder Oswaldo was trying. Did the radio cause my vision of Oswaldo? How? Shit, that cop is back. I need to find another way out. Classic bathroom sink. Pretty boring assortment of magazines, especially given what's in the other room. Old, tattered, and crusty. Ugh. Sumptuous garments for the discerning elitist. It's closed. Plenty of space in there. Wonder if they even realize they're trapped. Well, people here sure are private. Or maybe they hate out-of-towners. Aw, sleeping like an inebriated adult man. Wonder how long these have been coming soon. Ugh, I can smell it from here. House for sale. Hello? Does any house in this town have people in it?
This one does now.
What the
Fosca Moretti, realtor, licensed and accredited. And to whom do I have the pleasure of showing this magnificent piece of real estate?
Oh, I am not in the market for a...
Oh, ho, ho. Everybody's in the market, my friend. Some of us are just standing a little closer to the register. Your name?
Harvey.
Well, I have to say, Mr. Harvey, seeing you here in this immaculately tiled parlor, I see a man of purpose. Am I wrong?
I have a job, if that's what you mean.
Not a job, Mr. Harvey. A calling, a yearning from within. You, Mr. Harvey, you aspire.
I suppose I'm writing a...
An author? My God, I stand in the presence of a modern-day Hemingway.
You know he's still alive, right?
Mr. Harvey, you must agree that every great writer requires an equally great writing environment.
Where
do you currently do your writing?
I travel a lot for work, so mostly from hotel rooms.
Hotel rooms? Oh, so drab, so utterly lacking in ambiance. No, that won't do at all. What an artist like you needs, Mr. Harvey,
is a house.
But not just any house.
This house.
This house?
Okay, listen, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm definitely not buying this house, and I definitely don't want you assuming otherwise.
I understand, Mr. Harvey.
Thank you.
You just need a little more time to see what I see.
Which is?
That you and our sleepy little town are destined for each other. And when you come to that realization, I will be here.
I promise you'll be the first to know. I guess the bar is a nice feature.
Much more for you than for me.
What do you mean?
Your torso extends above it, for his eye.
Closet looks a little small.
An optical illusion, Mr. Harvey, I assure you. This closet features no fewer than 200 cubic feet of space. I was almost inclined to list it as a second bedroom.
I guess you have more experience with closet sizes than I do.
You flatter me, sir.
Someone left some lotions and cologne here.
Guilty. A realtor must look and smell his best. I'm afraid that's locked. And empty.
If it's empty, why is it locked?
Well, at the previous open house, a devilish little girl hid in there and promptly fell asleep. Had half the town out looking for her when she popped out looking right as rain.
Why does that teacup have a straw?
You really aren't from around here, are you, Mr. Harvey? That teacup is in fact a mate, for drinking the delectable herbal beverage of the same name.
Huh, shows what I know.
It's always a good day to learn something new.
The usual kitchen equipment. Ooh, oven's seen better days.
Works just the same. Heat is heat, after all.
I suppose that's true. A beat-up old oven. A bunch of picture frames with no pictures.
Ready and waiting to hold and display your most cherished memories. Please don't disturb the basket, Mr. Harvey. Those goods are reserved for the buyer, whoever she or he happens to be.
It's a...
Schlegelman upright, yes. Impeccable eye, Mr. Harvey. What gave it away? The understated, perfectly joined paneling? Or the iconic front legs?
I was just going to say it's a piano.
Ah, indeed it is, Mr. Harvey. Indeed it is.
If I go up there, the realtor will pester me even harder about buying.
Toodles!
Open house today. Cozy rustic cottage featuring old world charm and new world financing options.
I can't see much of anything through those curtains.
William Morgan, MD, General Medicine.
It sounds like something's back there. Ah! Nothing but garbage.
Evening, sir.
Evening. What is this house?
Sir, you stand at the majestic wrought iron gates of the Villa Ventana Sportsman Society.
The what now?
It's a hoity-toity hunting club, and the primary home of its president.
Can I take a look around the grounds? I'm doing some sightseeing.
At the moment, absolutely not. However, in a few hours' time, the estate will host a soirée that is open to the public. If you care to explore, that will be the ideal and legal time to do so.
Got it. Thanks.
At your service, sir.
Big gate for an even bigger house. It's closed. Reward for information leading to the capture of Vinny the Hat DeLuca. What kind of nickname is the Hat? He's not even wearing a hat.
Nothing to see beyond here. Nothing to see beyond. The sweet, sweet. It's closed. Top of the hill tours. We look down on the competition.
Evening, friend. Care for a motor tour?
Motor tour?
Like a regular tour, but with a little something extra.
You mean a motorcycle?
Bingo!
What's the tour route?
Right up Ventana Peak. Highest point in the area. Even beats the observatory.
And then back down, I assume?
Back down? Oh, that costs extra.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, just some classic motor tour humor.
Do you know a person named Lena?
Lena? Maybe rings a bell. Don't think I've met her.
Okay, thanks. All right, I'll do the tour.
Great. Now, as to the small matter of payment.
I'm strapped at the moment. Any chance I could ride for free?
By any chance, do you mean 0 chance?
No.
Then no.
Are you sure that thing's safe?
You kidding? Villa Ventana's streets are some of the safest around. You know, besides the deadly and gruesome car accident earlier this evening.
Where does the tour go again?
Right up Ventana Peak. Highest point in the area. Even beats the observatory.
Oh, there was a car accident?
You didn't hear it? It was a block or so that way toward the hotel. Couldn't tell whose car it was, but I could tell they didn't make it. I thought all the talk about that crosswalk was superstition. Now I'm not so sure.
I'm good for now.
You're missing out. I'm usually booked solid on an evening this nice.
That's a handsome vehicle.
Nearly as handsome as the driver.
Not too impressed with the town's water pressure.
If this room uses an organizational system, I'm not seeing it.
It's an old handwritten journal. Wonder what it's about.
This last page is torn. This last page is torn.
I think I'll hold on to this.
It's just as cluttered as the shelves. A complete mess of books, binders, and historical artifacts. It's the first construction paper settlers arriving in construction paper Villa Ventana. Wonder if they're replicas or the real deal. Historical documents from the town's early years, letters and contracts and the like. An old treasure map. Maybe this town used to be a pirate refuge. It's a dusty wax statue of some old leader. The town's founder, maybe. Ugh, it's sticking to my finger. I'm surprised it hasn't melted. It's a badly printed replica of the original town charter. Wait, did they really put "don't eat the mushrooms" in their founding document? Jaunty.
Restrooms for city employees only.
What? No, I don't need to use the restroom.
Then why on earth did you come in here?
I'm in town for work and thought I'd see the sights.
Uh-huh. And which site were you interested in seeing exactly? The cabinet jammed with unsorted census surveys?
I don't know. The building looked big. Figured there'd be something to look at.
If you're that desperate for something to do, there's a little Villa Ventana museum one room over. Don't bother telling me the exhibits are falling apart. I already know, and I already don't care.
I'm looking for the address of...
Credentials?
I beg your pardon?
All requests for municipal residential data require valid authentication from the requesting party.
I beg your pardon again?
I need proof that you're allowed to view town housing records. So, you got proof or not?
Oh, I, left it at home. I'll be back.
I'm sure you will.
Where was that museum you mentioned?
Literally next door. You get lost often?
Yeah, honestly. Is this City Hall?
Last I checked.
When was that?
When my shift started about, I don't know, 1,000 years ago.
Has a man named Oswaldo been here recently?
Not recently enough. He's late.
Late?
He checked out a pile of old newspapers from the archives. I made it very clear that he had to return them within 3 days. Haven't seen him since. Cheap bastard probably used them for kindling.
Listen, I seem to have misplaced my credentials. I'm not looking for anything top secret, though. I just need...
No credentials, no records, no exceptions.
Looks like it wreaks absolute havoc on your lower back. Somebody was in a bad mood on picture day.
What'll you have?
What do you got?
Hot dogs?
Anything else?
Things that go on hot dogs?
How eclectic.
Nah, think I'm all out of eclectics.
Selling a lot of hot dogs?
Not yet. Waiting for folks to start stumbling out of the bar. After a few rounds, these things go straight from suspicious to delicious.
One hot dog, please.
That'll be $3.50.
I'll, pay you tomorrow?
Then I'll, give you a hot dog tomorrow.
Anything I could take off your hands for free?
Got a few expired ketchup packets.
How expired are we talking?
Sir, that is a very sad question.
Just give me the damn packets.
Hey there.
Isn't it about time to wash that apron?
Hell no. Gotta keep expectations low. If I look clean, the hot dogs look even filthier by comparison.
Hey, is there a woman in town named Lena?
Lena? Oh, sure. I don't see her too often. She's a vegetarian.
Do you know where she lives?
Sure don't. Someone over there in City Hall should, though.
Right. Thanks. Bye-bye, hot dog man. Vino Ventana. Vino Ventana.
If I had any money on me, this would be a great way to lose it. The most worked up you'll ever see adults get over a marble.
Cashing in or out?
Cashing in.
Excellent, sir. Your funds?
Funds?
Money, sir. For your chips?
Ah, right. Money.
You do have money, yes? If you don't, I must...
Oh, no, of course I do. It's in my other wallet. I'll be back. The upstairs must be reserved for the high rollers.
If you aren't the one loading the dice, they're probably loaded against you.
Evening.
Obviously.
Randolph, don't be rude to the wino. He looks like he's had a rough life.
Encouraging to see at least one person with a book. Hungry House Cafe. Cute.
Good evening.
Evening, ma'am. Are you open?
We are. There's a reading tonight, so we're open later than usual. Please, take a look around.
Thank you.
Of course these are on sale. Never even heard of most of them. Low price.
Aww.
Low price, lower quality books.
It's closed for now. The reading must be later. Tonight, the latest novel from Paul Frey as read by visiting critic Aaron Hunt.
Decent selection, but a bit dated. Might actually be able to sell some books here.
It's closed for now.
Need something?
My name is Harvey Green, and I'm a salesman with McGinty. I'd love to...
McGinty? I don't recall their ever sending someone out this way.
I believe they haven't, ma'am. I'm here to test the waters, so to speak.
How are the waters so far?
Lukewarm.
Not surprised. Wouldn't say the neighboring towns are known for their readers. You'd like to sell to me, then? Oh, why not, Mr. Graham?
Green.
Bring your samples along tomorrow, and I'll take a look.
I appreciate it, Mrs.
Oh, Pamela's fine.
Pamela. All right, thank you.
Was there anything else?
Move a lot of books lately?
Can't complain. Business can't be that bad when there's no competition.
Only bookstore in town, huh? Great.
Others pop up now and then. They all go under trying to compete with the sweet old lady.
Do you do anything special to bring people in?
Oh, plenty. You'll notice the sale bins for starters. We also have a couple of accomplished authors right here in Villa Ventana. I bring them in for readings and signings and the like. Later tonight, a local critic will be reading the latest from Paul Frey. Ever heard of him? Brilliant writer, but he doesn't care much for us unwashed masses.
Yeah, I've heard of him, and that doesn't surprise me in the least. I'll take a look around. Aww.
Sorry, pal. We're finishing up some road construction ahead.
I'm obviously not driving a car. Can I sneak by?
You sure can't, but we should be done soon. Come back in a while.
I can't leave out the front. Sumptuous garments for the...
How would that help?
Just a typical mailbox.
Best get back to your hotel, Mr. Hugo. This is a strange evening.
Little touches like this help distract from all the stains. Not sure if anyone's staying in this room. No way I'm getting back to sleep right.